Good morning, traders. A Fixed Trader here, and today I want to talk to you about the stock chart for TDEY, 3DI Solutions Incorporated, which is an OTC Markets trade stock. So this chart is being recorded on Wednesday, the 4th of December 2013 at 10:42 a.m. I'm actually doing an intraday chart on this one because I see some huge potential for a bounce here. The price per share is currently trading down 16.13% as of the time of this recording, and it is sitting at a support level that seems to be holding pretty nicely here. As you can see that I just drew out on this chart, it's been previously tested several times, so it seems to be a very strong support line, and it seems to be holding here as well. Now, as you can see, the price per share opened here above the 13 EMA and just quickly dropped below. We're watching for this level to be crossed over again. That's going to be considered extremely bullish because, as you can see back here, when it crossed over, that is when a breakout occurred. The fact that we've dropped below this recently and bounced back up to test it again is a good sign. We want to see that actually hold over and break, though. Now, in terms of this little sell-off here, if you could even call it that, it's on very low volume as for right now, and it's not that far down. It's 16.13%, which for microcap is not that much. Now, the low volume here makes it very insignificant. As you can see, the past few days have been high volume green, which means people are accumulating these shares on the dip and they're looking for this to head back up, and as you can see, it looks like they are right. That's the direction that things are going, and this low volume just means it's probably a market maker shake to get cheaper shares. That is my personal opinion. Now let's talk about the MACD. As you can see from just looking at this chart, it had a very strong run. It's looking kind of like NTech to me. It could have a very, very strong type of breakout like that in the near term. But as you can see, there was a little bit of a dip. Just finally, what goes up must come down, at least a little bit, for a little while. You can't just go straight up in a run. That never happens. So there had to be a little bit of correction before it could start the next leg. And so that downside brought down the indicators with it, including the MACD, as you can see from this cross down here. But we're finally curling back up just recently and looking to cross back over here soon. Just kind of forecast that yourself and extrapolate where you think that line's going to go. It's starting to curl back up, and this white line here is curling at a much slower rate. So if things continue at this speed, it will curl over and continue bullishly. The Trix is also getting the faintest little curl here, and these are both short-term momentum indicators, and they're turning in favor of the bulls here. Also, the Williams %R, you'll notice that it recently saw a rebound. It came out of the oversold category, which is being in the oversold category and staying there consistently like it had is bearish, but this bounce out of that region is very bullish. We want to see this continue up into the overbought category and see it fluctuate within that range, and that would be considered extremely bullish. Now, one of my favorite indicators on this particular chart are the OBV and Accum Dist, because just over time they show a very strong uptrend, and both of them show it. When these two indicators are in agreement, it shows that the accumulation is actually relevant, and since they've both trended up so hard for so long and it's been steady, that is very bullish. It shows that there's a lot of strong hands in the stock, and the accumulation has been backed up by strong buys and strong hands. So that's a very good sign for this stock. Also, the CMF, Chaikin Money Flow, just recently flipped over to becoming positive again, sitting at 0.02. That's a good sign. This is an accumulation indicator as well. So as you can see, the stock has spent most of the past year being in this positive Chaikin Money Flow range, which is really good. A lot of people have accumulated shares, and being as we've just recently flipped back into that positive range, we're looking for a move up to 0.2, which is considered very bullish, and 0.4 even is considered extremely bullish, as we've seen back here. So we want to see this continue moving up into that positive range, but this is a great start. And again, for extrapolation purposes, you can see that this is spiked up pretty hard, so just kind of imagine where that could go. Now, in terms of the ADX is showing a trend reversal, because as you can see here, the bearish trend kind of took over for a little bit, but we're nearing another crossover where the bullish trend is going to come back here, and this downtrend on the ADX is turning around from that downtrend. The downtrend is losing steam, as can be seen right here, and a bullish trend is starting to form. This is starting to flatten out a little bit, and that's going to show that just bulls are moving in again to take this back up, in my opinion. Also, looking quickly at the Parsar, it's currently sitting at 0.0072 right here. If that gets hit by the price per share, we're looking at another flip, and you can see what happened the last time this flipped right here back in late October. There was a very nice breakout. So this Parsar indicator kind of tells you which side you should be on. And you can also even look back into about mid to early September here when we got that flip and ran up from triple zeros all the way up to just over a penny. So very, very huge run here, and we just want to kind of, again, pay attention to the chart's history, see where indicators have been and where they could go, and make your own conclusion on what's going to happen. Personally, I like the odds on TDEY right here at this support level, and good luck trading.